I got Adley off the bench tonight too. So, best case scenario is we can chase the starter early and get into their bullpen, and which kind of sets us up for the series. But we're going to face a lot of righties after this too. So we got 2 out of 3 and 2 out of 3 against Boston, and then at least 2 in St. Louis, and then probably 4 against Tampa. So a lot of righties coming up.
Brandon, a couple players have made the point in recent days that one thing that is helping them hold off the Rays is right now they're not worried about the Rays. They're worried about what's right in front of them to keep winning. Do you see that? Is that the proper attitude to have?
It's a great attitude to have. I'm maybe a little bit more guilty than they are. I guess I was just watching the Rays game inside and was a huge Red Sox fan this afternoon. But if that's, I haven't heard them talk like that, but if that's their attitude, I think that's fantastic. We need to take care of what we need to take care of. Can't really worry about anybody else, even though I do watch. And their mindset is to try to win tonight, and that's it's been like that all year.
The curious part of this season is you guys haven't gone on an extended losing streak ever, and I feel like most World Series winning teams, teams that go deep in the playoffs, experience that once in a while. Why is it that you guys have not ever kind of run into a rut?
I've been asked that a few times. I don't know the answer to that, except for I really think our guys are consistently show up to the ballpark with the same mindset every single day. We've done a really good job in the starting rotation too, and given us a chance almost all year long, especially in August. And our back end of our bullpen has been really good the entire season. Now Felix isn't here, but we're still winning games, and I think our coaches do a great job of staying consistent. I think we don't get too up, too down. We play really good defense normally. I'm gonna knock on wood because I don't want to jinx anything, but hopefully we can play like that the rest of the year.
What's impressed you the most about Danny Coulombe this year is having a career season, obviously a pickup right before opening day?
One of the great stories of our season, and I think I said the other day, super unsung hero of the outs he's gotten in huge spots, hence yesterday. Whether he's pitching I remember I brought him in, I think when Bradish got hit in the shin in Texas, I brought him in, was it the second or third one a couple of innings. So he's been pitched in every type of situation this year. I'm comfortable him pitching against lefties and righties. His numbers against righties are really good because he's got 3 different breaking balls. So that's why I brought him in yesterday in that spot. If they wanted a line change, that I felt comfortable with Danny there. And he's just got enormous outs for us. I love how competitive he is. I think he's super confident. And he posts, and he has been, he's not having him there for that couple weeks. That was a little more challenging, honestly, because I rely on him so much to get such big outs, and usually that 6th to the 8th inning range. And so he's been massive for us.
Another bullpen guy that's returning to his old place. Check out Webb. Pretty recent pickup.
That one's worked out also. Yeah, it's been great. I don't know what else to say. They give these guys give them opportunities, and I love Webby's makeup. Danny too. These guys have great makeup. One, they're bulldogs. They want to be out there. They want to compete. They're made right. They're unbelievably competitive. Webby throws mid-90s, good slider, and a good changeup he can get lefties out with. And those numbers were pretty good before we got here. But he's been absolutely excellent. Really comfortable with him now also, and pitching him. And I'm glad I hadn't been to pitch him too much lately because I was overusing him so much the first 2 weeks he was here, just out of necessity, and plus he wanted the ball. But now he's a little more fresh, and hopefully he can finish strong too.
How much of the success of some of those new guys that have come to the join the bullpen can you attribute to just this organization maybe gaining a reputation of fixing some guys like that? And they come in with confidence, thinking that they can get a fresh start here.
Yeah, I think definitely the word's out. Just kind of what we did with our bullpen last year, having a bunch of guys that were projects a little bit, and guys looking for opportunity, and so many guys pitching so well last year and pitching in big spots that have never pitched them before, and having success. And I think that now guys just once you have that, guys want to not let people down, not let the team down, come in with runners on base, strand the runners on base for your teammates. And we have a really good culture in our bullpen. And guys are really, just incredibly competitive and want to win. And a lot of times that's that mindset. Sometimes is the separator.
Obviously, you're paying attention here, but down below, Jackson Holliday going to AAA. From your experience, just watching him as a young guy in spring training, I mean, did you kind of realize that at 19 he had the potential to rise really quickly through the ranks and be this poised as a really young guy?
Well, it was fun having him in spring training, and that was pretty rare too. To have a high school kid in his first spring training be in Major League camp, and then not only be in Major League camp, but be in Major League camp as long as we kept him. I wanted to keep him as long as possible, just because one, I thought the experience he was going to get with us was going to be invaluable. Two, he didn't look out of place, and so the game wasn't too fast for him. And but also he was going to play a lot. He was going to play in the last 3 or 4 innings of most games, and I just wanted him to get that experience. I was just really impressed with how he handled everything, how he fit in. Didn't try to do too much. A lot of young guys try to do too much, especially in the first big league camp, especially at that age. And he just was really consistent and caught the ball short really well. And I just enjoyed having him. So he's obviously got great bloodlines and been around big league players a lot, and I think that's unbelievably helpful. And man, he's extremely talented also. So happy for the year he's having.
Have you ever seen anything like this in your time around the game? Mike said a couple weeks ago to us that it would be pretty unprecedented for a player at 19 years old to jump 4 levels and get to AAA.
I have not seen that. This will be my first one.
Do you happen to know when Means will next start for Norfolk?
Pretty much on turn. So I'm not sure what is today?
Today's Monday.
Today's Monday, Labor Day. Later this week. It's not. I think he's pretty much staying on schedule there.